Hey, what's up, fellow YouTubers, fellow toy nuts and toy collectors? This is Odie, better known as Starscream 1988, and today I bring you a long overdue review on Odie's Junkheaps, which was formerly Odie's Garage. And yeah, the main guest today is the ACURA NSX. Now, Hot Wheels has never really given us any other NSX, not NSX, I'm sorry, any other Acuras. So this is all I can really show you, unlike, other brands like Volkswagen, GM, and stuff like that. So all we get is this. But yeah, they're still very nice cars. Actually, one of my favorite brands out there, as I actually drive an Acura. Of course, I don't drive an NSX. I drive a TL. But still, though, I do drive an Acura or / Honda vehicle. But yeah, these are really cool. These Acura was introduced back in 1986. And it did really well. And obviously, it's one of the strong brands in North America. This car in particular, the NSX, was actually introduced in 1990, and they finished production in 2005. By 2015, which is a 10-year hiatus from not being around, they will be coming back, and that would be, this is the second generation. Really, there was slight updates that they did with like the lights and some of the body and power. This is the HSV concept, which was entertained, I want to say, back in maybe 2 years later, back in 2007, 2008. And then here's the new concept that actually Tony Stark drives as a convertible in the Avengers movie, which was pretty cool. So let me kind of bring this around so you can see some of the vehicles a little bit better, like their tail lights and stuff like that. So you can find these at obviously any store. The HSVs, these versions right here, will be a little bit tougher to probably find. So you might have to get these at like a eBay or whatever. But then the other three up there, I believe the latest incarnation is the black one. I could be wrong, but I think the yellow is one of the oldest, the purple. And there might be some other colors out there that I just haven't gotten yet. But yeah, they're moving around the turntable as I'm spinning it. But yeah, it's a really cool car. It is a mid-engine, meaning that the engine's actually in the back. Unlike a Volkswagen that's actually rear engine, this is actually mid. So they do try to place it almost in the middle. And that's for just for balance issues. So like that, if the engine's in the middle of the car, then obviously you have more of a 50-50 distribution thing going on, which is nice. And on race cars, that's why like Lamborghinis and some Ferraris are mid-engine, because they just feel that it's a better race car. It is also rear-wheel drive. The new version, I guess they might release them in all-wheel drive, which will be kind of cool. That will be, again, like the Lamborghinis now, because ever since Audi bought them, the parent of Volkswagen, those cars are basically made by Audi, all the Lamborghinis, so that's why they have that all-wheel drive system. But yeah, that's that. So yeah, Acura will probably use their super handling all-wheel drive to add it to these vehicles, which is pretty nice. And I have driven some of the higher end Acuras, like the RL, the MDX, and that super handling all-wheel drive works really well. And unlike a lot of the brands out there, it's actually front wheel base mainly. And when it needs to kick in, then the rears will do like a 50-50 thing. So a lot of people don't know that. They think that they're all-wheel drive, and they're really front-wheel drive. But then when you need to take a hard corner, or if you're going real fast, then all the computer tells the rear tires to do their thing and whatever not. And at that point, you can get 50-50 out of the super handling all-wheel drive. So there you go, something new if you just didn't know that. But yeah, these are really cool cars. They've been in a few movies, not many. Again, I mentioned Avengers. I think they've been in a couple of the Fast and Furious movies and stuff like that. So yeah, so then they're not super highly popular for some reason. Oh, one of the big ones is I want to say it's a Pulp Fiction with John Travolta and Sam Jackson. The car that's driven by the hitman that they have, that they hired to help them clean the car. That when John Travolta shoots that kid in the head. Well, he's driving one of these, and they show it once, and then at the end of the movie, they show him, just peeling off and taking off into the sunset or whatever. So that's pretty cool. If anybody's wondering what NSX stands for, well, originally, when the car first came out, it was supposed to be, they had a venture with Pininfarina. Those are the people that actually help Ferrari do a lot of their vehicles. That's why you always see that on the side of the car it'll say, and I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, Pininfarina. It's probably because it's Italian. So the original one was going to be called the HPX, so it was Honda Pininfarina Experimental. So that's cool. But for whatever reason, that just didn't work out. So they kind of scratched that, and instead it became the NSX, which is New Sports Car Experiment. So there is an E before the X, but you know, just to be cool, they just did the NSX. This HSV, I forgot what it stands for. I'm not even gonna try to look for it, but it's still for something funky. But anyway, but yeah, again, great car. Can't say much about it in terms of like what it can do, because again, it has been in some like GT circuits, but it hasn't been it hasn't been used a lot, and that could be Honda's fault. Maybe they just didn't want to have the car like doing LM type races or GT2 racing or whatever not. So it is what it is. But the car still has some type, you know, a little bit of folklore. Again, it's been in a few movies, and yeah, it's a beautiful vehicle, very reliable. It's not going to be like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini that when they break down, you break the bank. Maybe with the new one it would be like that, but originally when they first came out, that wasn't the issue, because it was a Honda vehicle first and foremost. You could get parts for it, you know, without having any problems and stuff like that. So I got to never drove one. I got to see one a few times. I used to work for ACURA Peabody here in Massachusetts. I worked with them for only a few months, so I did get to see a few. And actually, one of our mechanics, he owned one. He was always working on it, and he loved it. He was like, "Oh, that's my baby." So, pretty cool cars, pretty cool cars. So I'll kind of show them to you real quick, so we can kind of end this video. So that's the black version there. Unfortunately, I may have to get another one because I don't know if I did it myself, but somebody stepped on it, and so this suspension in this one's ruined. So it's kind of taking a corner. So there's the back there. Okay, and like I said, it's all the same car. So usually die-cast body tops, and then the bottom is plastic, as that's how Hot Wheels saves money now. That's why they make us pay $3 for like entertainment and all those other type of cars, unfortunately, or hot ones or cool ones and stuff like that, because both tops and bottoms are die-cast, so that's how they get us. Again, die-cast top, very, very nice. This concept was pretty cool. And I'm sorry, I kept saying HSV, it's HSC. So for concept, I'm sure Honda something concept. So that looks really nice. Now, the difference between this and this one is just the rims, as you can see there. And again, I've never seen another color version of this car. So if they're out there, hit me up, let me know. There's the little Honda symbol. The inside is pretty futuristic. It's right-hand driven, as it's a Japanese car, obviously. So that's pretty cool. And I know you can't really see that. Let me see. Let's see if I can put some light there. No, it doesn't look like it's going to work out. But anyway, you'll have to take my word for it. So yeah, there's that one. And then obviously the one that Tony Stark drove. Take that light off there. So I love the red, my favorite color. So very, very sexy car. I hope the actual one, even though I'll never be able to own one. Oh wow, this wheel got messed up too. I'm gonna have to get another one. Luckily, actually, I do have two of each on this one. Oh, that sucks. Could have been my daughter too. She likes playing with my cars, so sometimes she finds them. But yeah, so that doesn't help either. But yeah, hopefully the real one that comes out will be like this. Oh, look at left-handed on this one. I guess because it's closer to the real thing coming out. So that's right, left hand's head. So North American model release. Pretty cool. So guys, thank you again for watching. Again, I know I didn't give you 100% of all the details on the car, as I'm not trying to. I'm just showcasing a couple brands here and there. Stay tuned. Next one's gonna be some of the Fast and Furious vehicles. But yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little Odie's Junkyard Heaps. As always, please rate, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. You guys take care. Thanks, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.